Hello everyone, welcome to From the Star Wars Home Video Library. I'm your host Nathan P. Butler, author of A Saga on Home Video, a fan's guide to U.S. Star Wars home video releases, available now on Amazon. And this is the 4th out of 5 episodes of this series to be focusing on Spaceballs home video releases. Again, the rationale behind that is that to appear in future editions of this book, it's not in there yet, or to be apropos for this show, at least right now, a Star Wars parody must be something that got the nod from George Lucas or Lucasfilm either during production or before. So that would include Phineas and Ferb's Star Wars, which is in this book, and would also include Fanboys, the Family Guy specials, the Robot Chicken specials, and Spaceballs by Mel Brooks. We're picking up here with a continuation of our look at Spaceballs. The first episode of this little mini arc about Spaceballs took a look at the VHS and Laserdisc releases, 4 VHS and 2 on Laserdisc, from 1988 through 2000. The second episode then took a look at the DVD releases from 2000 up through 2008. The third episode then picked up with DVD and Blu-ray, and followed DVD up through 2012, starting in 2009, but for Blu-ray, started in 2009 and ran up to 2012 only in looking at the Mel Brooks collection, not looking at any of the 25th anniversary Blu-rays from 2012. In this episode, we're going to pick up with the Blu-ray 25th Anniversary Edition releases from 2012 and work our way through the end of the DVD releases, or at least the DVD-only releases, in 2015. The final episode, next time, will then sort of play cleanup and grab all the rest of the Blu-rays since the coverage in this episode ends. Now, we need to keep in mind that when it comes to Spaceballs home video releases, there are a lot of reissues when it comes to disc-based media. That's Blu-ray and DVD. When it came to DVD, we had a first one in 2000, and this was a disc that had 2 sides to it, full screen on one side, the other side was widescreen, but it was letterbox, not anamorphic widescreen. So on a widescreen TV, you get the picture, bars on top and bottom, but that's a 4:3 image with black on either side. And we saw that on this one at least, there was a little ring of a label around the center hole to tell you what was on each side. Each side had a little label. Each one had full screen or widescreen in red. So we think of this as the beginning of the issuing and reissuing of that same DVD, more or less. We said that in 2006, we saw that same disc reissued again, but when they did, they removed the label from the full screen side, and they changed the one on the widescreen side to be all white text to point out what was on both sides with just that one ring label. But the disc contents itself, and the fact that it was double-sided and all that, stayed the same. Then this one was reissued over and over and over and over again, and we'll see in this episode even over and over and over beyond that. We also saw something similar happen with Blu-ray. We said that the first release of the Blu-ray in 2009 was essentially a Blu-ray with special features that were basically just carried over from a 2005 Collector's Edition DVD. Really the only DVD to break format from the other ones that we've seen just reissued over and over again. But there was that initial Spaceballs Blu-ray that had the characters on it like that was released in 2009, reissued in 2010 with it saying that it's Blu-ray and DVD because it was in 2009, it just didn't say so on the front. And then we saw that also appear in the 2 different versions, the limited edition and regular version of the Mel Brooks collection. That is notable, though, because the non-limited edition version of the Mel Brooks collection came out in 2012, the same year as all the 25th anniversary Blu-rays that we're going to see in this episode, except the version that's in this is the same one that was in the limited edition collection, which came out in 2009, before the 25th anniversary happened, so it was still using that 2009 Blu-ray despite being released the same year in this non-limited edition version as the 25th anniversary Blu-rays for Spaceballs. That is important to note. It's the one oddity from 2012. We also pointed out that in 2012, we had a DVD release that looked like this, that was just that same disc, once again reissued. But I said that this packaging resembles the Blu-ray 25th anniversary packaging, so I wanted to show that to you one more time so we have that for reference, because that, the 25th anniversary edition on Blu-ray, is where we begin. So in 2012, we've hit the 25th anniversary of Spaceballs in movie theaters, and we get the Spaceballs 25th anniversary edition. But notice there, it's going to have a "the," right, because that's the way that Spaceballs titles work, so it's Mel Brooks' Spaceballs, the 25th anniversary edition, just like the Laserdisc or the video, etc., etc. here. And similar to what we saw before, Mega made the three actor names, Mel Brooks, John Candy, Rick Moranis, the main characters there. And then our label, again, harkening back to the look of the original video, the original Laserdisc. Our back looks a lot like the back of that VHS we looked at last. We have our Blu-ray, the ultimate high-definition experience. May the Schwartz be with you on Blu-ray. Description, pictures from the film, Dark Helmet, other members of the group, Yogurt, vital stats for this particular release. Then your description, I guess, is special features, then your vital stats is the way to put that. And then we have, of course, cast and crew information and legalese down at the bottom. And then our side, in MGM Spaceballs, the 25th Anniversary Edition, Dancing Alien, and Blu-ray. Now this and this, these were released at the same time. They look very much the same, but notice that the DVD says nothing about 25th Anniversary Edition. That should be a giveaway because this is just that same disc again. This one, though, is a new disc. You open it up, and the disc actually looks kind of cool. It's this. The Spaceballs, the 25th Anniversary Edition, there on the left. MGM and copyright protection, all that stuff on the right. We have the Schwartz ring, or a Schwartz ring, with a white beam coming out of it there around the center. The Blu-ray down at the bottom. And going around here says, "May the Schwartz be with you!" Right there on the edge. So kind of a cool-looking disc. Now you may say, oh, 25th anniversary, sweet. Lots of new bonus features, right? Not really. Basically, this just carries over all the bonus features from the 2009 Blu-ray release that was then reissued again in 2010 and 2012. The only big difference is one extra documentary called Force Yourself, Spaceballs, and the Scroobing of Sci-Fi. So, in essence, it's kind of like what they did with the Force Awakens 3D Collector's Edition. Get all the bonus features for the last time it was released in this format, carry them over, and just add something to it. That's nice. Nice value, though it does render the 2009 and 2010 DVD Blu-ray combo packs somewhat redundant unless you wanted those DVDs, and for God's sake, there's plenty of places to get those, right? So an updated version of the Blu-ray with one more special feature makes it the 25th Anniversary Edition. Now, you may be looking for this in stores and say, I can't seem to find the 25th Anniversary Edition, but I do see one for another anniversary, MGM's 90th Anniversary. Well, that is this, right? Similar looking image there that doesn't say 25th Anniversary Edition. It's got the little MGM triangle up here. It says MGM 90th Anniversary. Got the little lion inside the zero. And then down in the corner, it says 90 years of extraordinary filmmaking. Spine is the same. Back is the same. What's the deal? Oh, wait. Just like with Young Frankenstein in Spaceballs, is just a piece of cardboard that gets stuck inside the shrink wrap on top of the main cover. The actual cover reveals that this is the exact same thing as that same year as a regular 25th anniversary release. Again, when you buy it, this is on top of it. It looks like it's different, but no, this is just cardboard stuck to this. You take off the shrink wrap, peel off the cardboard, and there's your product. It's exactly the same. I then stick this inside the little slip here to make sure that I'm able to keep that, because it is technically a variant, but no, the 90th anniversary MGM thing is not a new version of the film or the disc. It's literally the same thing from the same year, just with cardboard. I would point out, though, that these 25th anniversary editions, we're finally getting Spaceballs on Blu-ray without including that crappy DVD disc as a bonus disc and or coaster. Not to be outdone by what was starting to change in the marketplace, a lot of these retailer-exclusive kind of things, I believe it was Target that had our art version of the 25th Anniversary Edition, which was this. Mel Brooks, John Candy, Rick Moranis. Mel Brooks' Spaceballs here. Dark Helmet there, of course. And then you look at this and you say, wait a second. Same. The disc inside is the same? Oh, please don't tell me. Yes, it's cardboard. Yes, it's the same thing again. And yes, you can find that in shrink wrap by itself, where you just see that purple cover, or you might see it in shrink wrap with a little sticker for the MGM 90th anniversary thing. So, again, just a reissue. The disc is the same. The packaging under the cardboard is the same. The only thing different is the little cardboard slip. Now that's where the Blu-rays stop for now. We won't see another Blu-ray release of Spaceballs until 2015, and we'll start tackling them next time. But what about DVD? Yes, DVD was still reissuing like mad in this era. In 2013, we get a triple feature for the MGM 90th anniversary thing. Once again, only this time it actually is the packaging. It's not just cardboard on top of something. It's packaging Spaceballs down here. We've got basically that main art with Mega Maid shifted over a little bit, so it looks a little different here. Got our 90th anniversary thing up here. We've got the 90 years of extraordinary filmmaking down to the bottom corner, as we saw before. This is the second time we've seen the film packaged in with Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure on DVD, because this is DVD. But this also is the first time we're seeing Spaceballs packed in with The Princess Bride. Spine there. Hard to see because the white and the gold, but it's a MGM 90th Anniversary logo, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, The Princess Bride Spaceballs DVD logo there. On the back, an image from each one, quick descriptions with ratings and everything for each one, and legalese down on the bottom. This is the same Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure one that we got back around, I guess it was 2008. For Princess Bride, another of those double-sided DVDs. One side widescreen, one side full screen. Ironically, using the style where it's got white text except widescreen or full screen in red that we saw on the 2000 release of Spaceballs, but no other release of Spaceballs since. And then Spaceballs is again the double-sided release that originated in 2000 with the updated one-ring label from 2006, yet again. The idea of packing Spaceballs in with something we've seen it with before and some other stuff that's new to Spaceballs continued into 2014, and we got, oddly enough, two releases that are almost identical back to back, which is just kind of strange. The first one being this. Own the moments here. Right? So we have Spaceballs. Grandma's Boy, the unrated cut, says Grandma's Boy, totally hilarious and now totally unrated. Includes two versions, theatrical and unrated. Ooh. Then we have Robin Hood Men in Tights again. We've seen that packaged in with it before. And Altered State Police, says they're Super Troopers. Yay. On the side there, it has 20th Century Fox logo, Spaceballs / Grandma's Boy, Robin Hood Men in Tights / Super Troopers, MGM logo, and DVD. The back gives us just really, really quick horizontal breakdowns of what exactly is in each film. Nothing about the package itself, and your legalese down at the bottom. Pop it open. I do find it kind of cool that they've got their information about the cast and crew and everything visible, because it is a clear bit of packaging here. We have Robin Hood Men in Tights, the same DVD that we have saw before of that. We have Grandma's Boy unrated. We have Super Troopers. And then, yes, the exact same Spaceballs DVD once again. And as if packaging these four films together as Own the Moments as part of that product line just wasn't enough, the exact same four films got released the same year as 4 comedy film favorites. Again, Spaceballs, Grandma's Boy, Robin Hood, Super Troopers, exact same films. Aside from the 4 comedy film favorites up there at the top, same kind of layout here, horizontal information about each one with the legalese down at the bottom. You got your side that lays it out at least a little bit differently. 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment, Spaceballs, Grandma's Boy, Robin Hood Men in Tights, and Super Troopers all in one line here, and then MGM logo and DVD logo down at the bottom. And inside, in kind of a clear case, so there's our cast and crew information, and the same discs as the other one. Jump us ahead 1 year to 2015, our last year being covered in this episode, and we see 2 releases, one of which is another multi-film release. This time it's 3 Mel Brooks favorites. And it's 3 we've seen all packaged together before, but not in this particular grouping of 3 before. We have Spaceballs, right there, kind of with the part above the Spaceballs logo there with the characters off to the side, and then Mel Brooks' Spaceballs with Mel Brooks sideways there on the S. It just says Mel Brooks, John Candy, Rick Moranis up above in case you can't see that. We have Young Frankenstein, and then Robin Hood Men in Tights once again. The side's similar to the 4-film one, all in one line. 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment, Spaceballs, Young Frankenstein, Robin Hood Men in Tights, MGM logo, DVD logo, back, horizontal information about each one, nothing about the package as a whole, though this doesn't have enough space to include some cast and crew information there. This is a black case, so you're not going to see it reflected on the inside. You open up the case, and big shockaroo! Exact same Spaceballs disc again, and the same Young Frankenstein and Robin Hood Men in Tights discs that we've seen several times previously. And then just like what happened in 2012, we have a situation in which there was a new re-release of Spaceballs on Blu-ray in 2015. Whereas in 2012, it went from the regular one to the 25th anniversary edition. In 2015, it goes from the regular one to the "Your helmet is so big" edition. And just like in 2012, since that got new cover art, we were given a new DVD release with similar cover art that doesn't call it that edition. That's just the same damn disc again. That is this, the last so far individual DVD release of Spaceballs, with cover art that looks like the Your Helmet is So Big edition on Blu-ray. Mel Brooks, John Candy, Rick Moranis, Mel Brooks' Spaceballs. We have our characters there, of course, Lone Star, Barf, Yogurt, Vespa, and then Dark Helmet in the back. We have the zipping along Eagle 5 Winnebago. Our side, much more cartoony looking, but I actually kind of like this look. We have MGM logo, Yogurt, Spaceballs, Barf, and then DVD. And then on the back, a new design, with at least part of it based off the old early A New Hope poster there, with the princess up against the guy with the lightsaber, in this case Lone Star. So it says, "May the Schwartz be with you!" Text about it. Again, Lone Star with his saber, albeit, you know, kind of doing that whole flashy thing partway up. Then we've got Vespa, Barf, Dot, and Yogurt with his Yogurt Shrine there. And then we have special features. It says, Spaceballs, the special features. Audio commentary by Mel Brooks, behind-the-scenes footage, original theatrical trailer. Then DVD specs underneath point out full screen and widescreen again. Our cast and crew information down here. So, really kind of a neat, cool, new-looking package. But as they say, oh look, it's the same DVD. Polish a turd, it's still a turd. This is 2015. This is the exact same DVD authoring of content as we have seen since 2000, using the same single-side label for this double-sided disc that we've seen since 2006, which means that in 2015, we're still getting Spaceballs on DVD in letterbox widescreen format, which is basically unforgivable. It's an extreme sin in the home video marketplace. And frankly, the people who have now put this out so many times should absolutely be ashamed of themselves. So just to recap, we are now at 28 home video releases for Spaceballs, having looked at some Blu-ray, some DVD, all of the Laserdiscs, and all of VHS. We have seen the first iteration of the Blu-ray released 4 times. We have seen a second iteration of the Blu-ray for the 25th anniversary that added one special feature, now released 3 times. We've seen one DVD that was head and shoulders over all the rest as a 2-disc set in 2005, but it's the only time that one was ever released. We saw an initial release in 2000 that was double-sided with 2 labels, and then every release otherwise since then on DVD has been double-sided with the 1 label. That is 16 times they've sold us the same DVD content, and of those 16 times, only once did it have a little tiny label on both sides to differentiate itself from the other 15 releases that were all identical. When they say Spaceballs the merchandising, they're not kidding. And after collecting Spaceballs, I'll admit, I used to gripe about the reissues of some of the Star Wars stuff and how they were just sort of milking the product for all it's worth, double dipping, triple dipping, quadruple dipping. I've never seen anything like Spaceballs. And we're not even done yet! Right? We still have a whole other episode to go, picking up other Blu-ray releases that came after 2012. We can do this, though. 28 Spaceballs releases down, only a few to go. How many will there be in the end? How many times will we see the same discs? Well, keep an eye out for the next episode of From the Star Wars Home Video Library. With that, though, we'll wrap up this episode. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with the home video viewers.